Hello, JB here, and welcome to Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. This was released by Larian Studios in 2018. The Definitive Edition changes like one of the last acts of the game, so it's a little different than the original Divinity 2, but it's supposed to change it for the better, so we shall see. This is a very tactical turn-based RPG game. How much tactics you kind of have to use is very much dependent on what level you choose to play. So let's just jump right into this and I'll just explain things as we go. This game is very D&D like, so the story is just one of the main aspects of this game, along with just the turn-based action. So I'm going to be playing as a lone wolf. So there's only going to be one person in my party. However, I am going to still play on Tactician. So this is kind of very much a challenge run, I guess, as I am only one person. And as one person, I need to battle what usually has up to 4 people. So we shall see how this goes. Tactician is the hardest mode that you can play, even though it has story underneath it. Tactician is actually the hardest one. So we're going to do regular, as honor kind of only allows one save, and I don't really want to do that. Especially since I believe the save is destroyed if all your party members die, and since I only have one party member, I'll be very sad if that happens. So this game has multiple characters that you can play as. You can play as one of 6 origin characters, which is pretty much a character that has a built-in story into the game. Or if you don't want to do that, you can also play as some type of custom character. All the races are available, and you can be regular or undead, whatever you wish. I'm going to play as an origin character. As for this run, I'm going to be focusing on showcasing the awesome story that's been written, as well as showcasing the tactics and difficulty of playing this game in general. So we're going to go with Fane because he's supposed to have one of the most intricate and involved storylines of all of them. That is my understanding, even though all of them have nice storylines. But these build presets, I'm going to choose, it's just a start off point. So I'm going to start off with Ranger. And then before I start getting to changing the appearances and the talent and all of that, I'm going to play the origin story so you guys can hear that.
Oh, don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. Our culture forgotten. Any trace of the world I knew all but obliterated. I must even hide my true face beneath an ever-shifting mask for fear you savages will attack me. That is how I wander this strange world, trying to uncover the truth about a history you primitive people never even knew existed.
So angry. Okay, so we're going to go through this real quick as fast as I can. Let me change my favorite color, blue. And I just like to change the hair color anyway, because, I just want to finesse wits. That's a good attribute balance that I want. For combat abilities, I do not want pyrokinetic. I want huntsman. For my skill, as I'm going to be using a bow, I'm going to be a sniper essentially. And then I want range, which is going to give me damage and critical chance, which that is exactly as you would think it is for any other RPG game. There's no real difference there. Persuasion helps convince people to do your bidding. And then for skills, I'm going to do these three: the elemental arrowheads, ricochet, and pin down. First aid can be useful if I was not an undead character. As an undead character, healing just causes me problems. I'm also going to, for my first talent, use Lone Wolf. So the skill tree for this game is not super complex, but you can have multiple ways of playing the game, and all of them are viable, which shows good balance, right? These tags just change. If I change these, it just changes what's available to me to say to people, which, you know, they're not all. It doesn't. You still have some default ones that you can use, so it's not like you don't lose out on anything if you don't choose anything for that special. So Lone Wolf, one thing about that, just the reason why I'm going to be playing that one is because of all these bonuses it gives me, which may seem like, oh, that's OP, but that's like if I had two characters, for example, playing Lone Wolf, which Lone Wolf is if you have owning a lot less if you have two members in your party. So as one person on tactical, it's not going to be OP. And so with this, I think I should be able to get started with the game. And this is just telling me about making sure that I hide my face and that healing kills me.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
Such beautiful art. I just love it. I have my college major was in art, so I used to be able to make things similar to that.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Fun.
Well now, aren't you a curious sight? If I'd had a mask to hide my bones as well as yours, maybe I'd still be walking around today. Where'd you get it? There can't be many curios like that in the world.
I'll boast that I crafted it myself using a tool to rip the faces from mortal creatures.
Is that a fact?
Mm-hmm.
And your voice? You ripped that from them too? I've never heard such silken tones from a naked skull.
I'll admit that my voice is something of a trick. My words and tone are projected directly into the minds of others.
Ha! Should have known it was a parlor gimmick. Still, you'd best keep that mask on. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
I do like how they kind of use that dialogue to kind of explain something major in this game, in case you didn't actually read the warnings. Like, who reads the warnings? No one reads the warnings, so like there's a couple of modifications I'm going to add to this game. One of them is animal empathy, and that's going to just make sure that I can talk to animals. Usually you use a talent point for that, but I don't want to use a talent point just for that. The other thing is endless runner, and that's going to allow me to walk at a quickened pace, kind of like at a jog, maybe a little bit of a run, which is going to be useful because when you're running from place to place trying to figure things out or whatnot, it gets tedious when you just watch them make each labored step. I'm going to do a little bit of setup starting out just to make sure that I have hotbars set up in a way that's not going to confuse me. So I'll try to explain some of the various things of hotbars, I suppose. I have a lot of things turned off here so that I don't automatically get things added to my hotbar, because I wouldn't like that. It's not fun. You may think it's useful, but it isn't. So right now I'm adding things to my hotbar that's from this mask that I'm wearing, and essentially what that does is it makes it so that I can turn myself into any other race that's in this game, which is useful. So I'm going to turn myself into an elf just so that you can see that.
Something has changed. You are you, but more. You are another, but not. You look to your hands, your belly, your feet. Flesh you don't know, molded into unfamiliar shapes. You cradle your aching head, where another's memories and wisdoms mix with your own. Your fingers trace a line from your head to your face, feeling not the creases of the mask, but the porous surface of new skin. You lower your arm, blink twice, and step forward in this new guise.
Okay, and then another thing I'm going to do is just update this side of it, this one as well. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. That's okay. That's okay. I meant to not do what I did so early, because then these innate skills are skills based on your race for the most part, and since I turned myself into an elf, I have the elf skills, and I don't have the undead skills anymore, which is the ones that I wanted to actually place here. So that's okay. I can turn back later. I'm going to add an action here. So as a bowman, one of my main attacks. Ooh, it is on here. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Sometimes when you choose something different, I don't know if it's going to change it though. I don't think it will. I think it'll just replace it. I will deal with it later, I suppose. Yeah, I'll deal with it later. Oh, look at that jump. That was some fancy stuff there. Okay, and oh, it's back! Yay! That just lucked out. So this right here is my play dead skill, which I think might come in pretty handy sometimes. So let's just get started and going through. Ooh, money! Yes. Sometimes the luck will have it where you just don't get anything, that when you're like looking through various boxes and crates, you find that there's no money, no items that you can use for crafting later on. It's sad. It's sad, but that's okay. I'm going to try to pick up most everything that I can,
Or food.
because I I need to sell a lot of stuff so I have enough money to buy upgraded gear. And it's not like money comes easy in this game. I mean, unless you have unless you have a lot of lucky charm, which I decided not to get. Oh, there's one thing I do want to do, which is in the inventory here. We have a couple of books that I would like to read. The first is this notebook, Fane's notebook. This notebook is filled with meticulous notes observing the traits and habits of the mortal races. It details the foods they eat, the clothes they wear, and their speech patterns. It also includes some rather confused diagrams of their mating habits. Oh, Fane, you're quite awesome. And then this is the Hubert's Encyclopedia Volume 4, Lucian and the Black Ring. 1218 AD, Lucian and the Black Ring. In this treatise, Cranley the scribe goes to great lengths to document the genesis of the Black Ring as best he can. In summary, Lucian's adopted son, Damien, was resentful of his father and became the Lord of Chaos, which sounds extreme, but according to Hubert, Damien may have had good reason. There is much about Lucian's killing of Yurna, Damien's lover. Damien's banner attracted a cabal of outcasts, deviants, dark wizards, and various other tainted and tarnished individuals. The cabal became an army, fighting for the void. Ooh. Ooh. So I feel that in this game, there's a lot of letters and books and whatnot that you can pick up, and they provide some background story to the game. So I'm going to be reading some things, not everything available, of course. Specifically in this tutorial area, I'm not going to be reading every single letter in this tutorial area. But for once we get off of this boat, then I'm going to start reading a lot of the things that I pick up more, just so I can get more information on the storyline and what's going on there. Okay, so I got a knife, so I'm going to equip that right away. Yeah. Then let me get down here.
Come here.
Nope. Don't talk to me, you caged human.
The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
Whisper to the guard.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Oh, wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy elf? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Oh, and my knife aches to carve a new face. So I'm going, so here it shows different types of persuasion. It shows like these wits, constitution, finesse. It's all based on your attributes. And you always want to choose the attribute you have highest, as that makes your possibility of influencing the person based on that persuasion thing more likely. So I'm going to go finesse because finesse is the one that I have the most of. And success.
Those idiots can't even walk straight without mucking it up. Was it Rick's? I bet it was Rick's. Can't just leave the prisoner alone, though. I heard he might be the one causing trouble upstairs.
Now, this one, I already know I can't convince him to leave. I need to have more persuasion, and I don't. It doesn't matter which one of these I choose. See, because I need to have 2, and I only have 1. Another thing I need to make sure that I'm doing constantly is I always need to check. You could trade with pretty much every single thing that you can talk to. And so what they have varies, of course, depending on RNG. And so what I'm going to try to do is sell as much as I can. So with this guy, he has 22 coins. So I'm going to just start selling some food to him. I shouldn't have sold food to him. I always do that. So this is now going to be in his inventory, which you may think, what's wrong with that? seems like a good deal. However, it is slightly problematic because food heals. So if I get out of here and then I check trade again, now he has all of this stuff. So during a fight, he can use any of these things in his inventory. Which sucks for me. I could choose to buy some things. So like, I can't buy this because it costs too much, but I could choose to buy some things and then sell other things. And then when he dies, I'm for sure going to get those things. Since I bought it from him or whatnot, but anyway.
If it's all the same, I think it's best he comes with me. Some offense intended. You hear that, Emoire? We're taking a walk.
Oh, I just don't like this guy. He's just not nice.
Come on. And keep your hands where I can see them.
I'm gonna wait for him to start a battle.
Hurry up, sorcerer. We haven't got all day.
Okay. I'm gonna move up here. Oops, up here. There we go. Almost. Go further up. There we go. Here we go. All right, and then I'm gonna wait for him to come over to me. See, he nommed on the thing. So right now he's neutral. That's not gonna last for long. Because I am about to cause all sorts of mayhem. Hopefully. Yep, so now he's gonna try to attack. Now both are going to try to attack me. I just need to hope that I can kill Emoire before he super kills me. Yeah. Good. So he has 14. I'm going to still attack Emoire because he poses the greatest threat. Now with this, the Magister should be able to kill him. So now I should be able to kill him and then attack the Magister. So let's see if I can do that actually. Hit him twice and then attack the Magister. I could have got more damage by attacking him from behind, but I didn't feel that that was necessary, really.
So much for a peaceful stroll.
Yeah. I think it was quite peaceful, actually. Oh, I didn't get any boots. He had boots, and I didn't get the boots. Sadness. Okay. It's okay, I suppose. So let's go open this door. Oh. It's really important that I try to check all the things that all the crates and whatnot, because every little bit counts. And who knows, maybe I might find something super awesome. Minor healing potion, yes. Minor healing potion, yes. Now as an undead character, poison really helps me, so I love poison. Green is like my favorite color. What I'm going to do here is I am going to pick up this ooze barrel, and then I am going to go to crafting, and I'm going to craft some potions. I'm just going to do one root. Now I should be able to go to my recipes, and then it now shows that I can create poison potion bottles based on the ooze barrel and the empty potion bottle. So The good thing about doing it from here is that it goes a lot faster compared to if I did it manually. As you saw, it's a little bit tedious doing it manually. So let me drop this down. Here you go. All right, I need this to be closer to the door because I'm going to try to blow up the door so I can get through here. I'm going to do that by moving this candle over here. Boom. That's one thing I really like about this game, is that you can interact with pretty much all the environments. And you can use that to your advantage. And so can the enemies as well. When you're in this...
I didn't worry about splinters.
When I'm in this smoke cloud, it makes it hard for people to attack from outside of it. Like if you're an archer, you don't really have a line of sight anymore because you can't see. As, you know, how could you see if it's... Did he just say boring? This dude. Comments on... Dude, this is... I am a merchant at heart. Like, this is all for selling.
Where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
It's all useless stuff, but if someone's willing to buy it, who am I to say no? Okay, so with that, we're done with the tutorial area, so I can go upstairs now. Yeah. Okay, so let me take a little bit of time to kind of clear out this area a little bit.
Empty.
Take a gold cup, assortment of books, nothing in there. Let's try here. Yoink, no. Oh, I'm gonna take that though. Bottle rack, yoinks. Protest straw does nothing. Ooh, mittens, yes. Row of books. Okay. Go here. I guess I'll take the cooking pot. I do definitely want the mortar and pestle. That's gonna be useful. A lid. I mean, I suppose I can sell it for 1 coin, so I guess it's worth it to get it. And then check
Why,
this.
you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
I just don't like this lady. She's so mean. I'm gonna sell that, and maybe I sell some cards to her and stop there.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave, because I really just don't like this lady at all. She's very mean. I don't like her.
There's been a murder.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
These smelling salts are strong stuff.
Sell some apples. Pots. Just to make sure I get all the money from them. Okay, and do the same thing for this lady.
The Magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
He has a lot of raw meat. But I can't sell anything to her, can I? Nope, I can't. I want to keep the skull because I'm going to grind that down into something different. Okay, let's talk to this lady.
Ugly sight, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
I'll inform her that she wasn't this man's protector, she was his captor.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. 2 things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of...
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Yeah, maybe I can. I'm a sorcerer after all.
Not with that collar on, you aren't. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform.
I mean...
Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
My price is higher than
Not in
that.
here it isn't.
What? Then why do you're just
let me know
mean.
if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
I don't know. Maybe not. We have yet to determine that for sure. Open. Okay. So, one of the last things I need to do is check a few of these things. See if there's anything useful.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right. I always knew you'd turn out
Ooh.
folks in bed.
Nice.
Yes.
Your kind
It's
always come
nice.
closest to our divine.
Let's see. Oh, another pocket knife. Let's just grab all this stuff.
Chuck this wolf on a leash now.
Yeah, all this junk. We're going to grab all of it.
We'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Stew. Sure, I'll say my name.
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy. We're trying to catch a killer here.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell you some cooking
Never
pots.
thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
There you go.
That right.
I'm not gonna sell you food.
Turn out rotten Ben Nest. Your kind
Not
always
doing
come
that
closest to our
that
divine,
weirdness again.
like wolves around a campfire.
What else is here?
Got this.
Oh, I need to get bedroll. Here's one here. Let's just get that. Check in here. In there.
Why won't you sing? I'm here because I'm magic. Are you here because you're weird?
These kids.
It was one of them.
You look a little bit elfish.
You put a knuckle
Maybe
on
your
it.
daddy was
Trying
an
to
elf.
concentrate.
My daddy's name is Frida. He's waiting for me at home. I'll go home soon.
Oh, poor child.
Kill our own.
You're very confused.
She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen.
Part where I-
La 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 la.
These kids have a lot of money.
Being mad.
Here's some food.
Insufferable, surely.
I don't know why you have so much money, child.
I hear anyway.
Could sell you some wine, but I'm not gonna do that. Totally could, but I'm not. Ooh, rope. Sure. So what question, my thing is, can I craft anything with this rope? I had some twigs, maybe. It'd be really cool if I can create, I'm trying to see if I can create a weapon. So the weapon system is like meh. But if you have the right things, you know, it's totally worth it. Do anything for me?
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
Maybe one of these guys have something for me. Oh, let me check over here.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
I'll take the beer in the pot and in the basket. Nothing, nothing. Water bill won't have
We
anything
just
there.
skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
But bread rolls. None of this is useful. So I think then it'd be nice if I can like make a
I'm
bow.
busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub story somewhere else.
Oh, why are you? You're mean. All these people are so mean. I'm gonna sell that, and I guess I'll sell the rope. Not useful to me. But can I'm gonna buy this raw slice of meat.
I know it.
Why? Because then he can't use it to heal. Because what's gonna happen is I'm going to attack all the magisters in this room. Now let me go to these kids that, for some weird reason, has a lot of money.
But I reassure you and you shut up.
I'm gonna sell it to them because, yeah, why not give a kid raw meat? All right, so I think now is a good time for me to take a break. Next time, what we're going to attack these magisters and kill them so that we can get a little bit extra XP. So I think so that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until later, bye bye.